With every great franchise comes lots and lots of merchandise, and as someone who's practically been a lifelong fan of Spider-Man, I thought it would be interesting to take a look at all the pieces of Spider-Man merchandise I've collected over the years. First off, let's establish what qualifies. I'll be showing pieces of media and items based on or using the Spider-Man character, and I'll be including things he appears in that I own. And to start off strong, let's look at my Marvel Legends collection. Probably one of the most popular modern-day Marvel collectible, the Marvel Legends line has come a long way since its humble beginnings back in 2001, giving us near-perfect recreations of the comic characters' definitive classic designs. The Marvel Legends figures based on the webhead and a supporting cast are some of my favorite pieces of merchandise that I've ever owned. My best advice to anyone wanting to get into collecting Marvel Legends is to just simply do a little research before you go out and buy anything. Never overpay for anything, and if there's a deal for a figure that is just too good to be true, it probably is. Also, never buy from China. It's almost definitely a bootleg. And keep in mind, you don't always have to have the newest thing, as there are plenty of great figures from decades past made by Toy Biz. Now on to a brand I don't have very many of, Diamond Select. Here's Diamond Select's Symbiote Spider-Man, based on the cover of Web of Spider-Man. Pretty cool item, and I picked it up for a relatively cheap price. And here we have my collection of Spider-Man films on the many different formats that have existed over the years. Now, we have a bit of a downgrade of visuals here, but this is my digital Spider-Man film collection. Here we have my collection of games about or featuring Spider-Man, though it will be outdated by the time this video comes out because, as of this recording, I have bought several games for the GameCube. And here we have my larger figures featuring a version of Raimi's Spider-Man, and as you'll soon see, good old Spider-Man 2099. And now we move on to more random merch, such as coloring books, keychains, a couple Funko Pops, and an old sippy cup from my childhood that I still happen to have laying around. And it has a little Spidey snow globe in it. Here's a balloon I won at a county fair like a couple years ago based on Ultimate Spider-Man. Here's a Spider-Man 3 Ultimate Web Shooter and prop replica web shooters. Here we have my non-Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures. And here are my very few Spidey plush toys. Here's some just general room decor. Some of it's relatively new and some of it's been here since I was a kid. In a way, we've made it full circle, as here are my Marvel Legends stands for Spider-Man figures. Here's the one I'm sure you've all been waiting for, my collection of Spider-Man comics. From amazing to spectacular to web of to adjectiveless, I have quite a few Spider-Man comics in single issues, trade paperbacks, and omnibuses. Collecting comics is a must for me, as I much prefer to read my comics physically. This has been my collection of Spider-Man merchandise, and I hope you'd enjoy it, and we'll come back and visit the channel later for more content. And like, subscribe, ring the bell, I guess. I'm not your dad.